Hello, everybody. Good day to you all. Today, I am talking about your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man season number 1, episode number 3, 4, and episode number 5. Episode number 3 is Secret Identity Crisis. Episode number 4 is Hitting the Big Time, and episode number 5 is The Unicorn Unleashed. And I really like the episodes here. Like a lot of funny stuff that happened in here as well too, because it gave homages to the whole the Identity Crisis storyline in the Spider-Man comics, where Peter was being framed by, I think it was framed by Norman Osborn. There's a huge bounty on his head for framed for murder, and there's a huge bounty on his head. It was a lot of money, so Peter couldn't be Spider-Man. So, but he still wanted to be a hero. So he created these 4 different identities to so he can still be the hero. And also a thing they don't show in the cartoons and also in the movies. Peter changes his voice when he becomes Spider-Man. He doesn't sound the same. So when people hear him, they don't know it's Peter. That's how you get away with it a lot of times. And so when he took on these different identities, you see him in here, like the golden suit, that was Prodigy, and he changed his voice and it changed his fighting style. He became more like the Superman type of character, and everybody like loved him. Even J. Jonah Jameson loved him. He was a fan of him. And then he was the Hornet guy, was like more of his tech side. And so he changed personality to that, and then you got Dusk, who was up in the black suit. That was in the combo. It was all black, and he would come out of the shadows. He was all mysterious. He talked in a really gravelly voice, and people thought and people couldn't tell if he was like a demon or a monster or whatever. But they didn't show the 4th one, which was Ricochet, and he dyed his hair like silver, and he would jump around a lot. He focused on his agility, and he amped up his sarcasm a lot as well too. He showed you like these little R's, like little like batarangs, but they didn't show that one. I wish I show that one too, but it is what it is. But that was fun watching this as well too. But what I understand from now, this is what I'm taking from this show is this is not just a Peter Parker journey show. This is also a Lonnie Lincoln storyline. These 2 characters are the main characters of this world. Both of them are very similar, but they also going in the opposite direction at the same time. Now Peter usually starts off with having a lot of problems, and even when Peter goes up, it always ends up crashing down. But this is a different world. He got his powers differently, and everything's well too. And Peter's kind of going on an up climb right now. He got an internship working at Norman Osborn. Boom. It pays him well. Boom. He can help out his Aunt May. Bam. He also Norman Osborn found out who he is. Okay, but now he's pretty on board. Now he took a little bit control over that, and it kind of shows the parallels of that as well too. How Peter doesn't know how to stand up for himself, because Peter has ideas of how he wants to design his suit, but at the same time he compromising what he wants, and what at the same time because Norman Osborn is so gung ho, and he's also supplying him with money and everything. So Peter's like, which also reflects why Peter also not good at public speaking. When he has an idea for trying to pitch his magnetism thing in the science lab situation, and he doesn't know how to do it well. So you're seeing Peter having to learn he had to pretty much, you see him on a journey to pretty much have to learn how to stand up for himself, and possibly get his original suit that we see in the comic books. I think it's going in that direction. The suit that he has now is nice and everything. It's pretty much like an homage to the suit that he had for the Freedom Foundation when we with the Fantastic Four. But this time Norman Osborn made it for him. I don't really like the fact that Norman Osborn is making all the suits and stuff as well, but I can see it going on that journey that Peter eventually going to end up gaining confidence, standing up for himself, and then possibly make his own suit for himself. Because they even pointed out here when Harry's talking to him, when Harry finds out, he told how the suit just looks kind of sterile and kind of bland. And it's okay, I see where this is going. Even though I kind of wish Peter made his own suits and stuff as well too, but this is fine. I mean, Norman Osborn kind of taking the part of Tony, but at the same time, even though it's not completely connected to the movies, it's also connected to the movies at the same time as well too, but also a different version of that, because the whole Sokovia Accords is going into play, but Peter wasn't there this time. He didn't have his powers when it happened. So that's a whole different situation right there too. So you see him like wondering, does that going to affect his life? And you got Norman saying he's going to be fine, Like, what does that mean? What channels he's going to go into to make sure that doesn't happen? I don't know. So, like I said, you got Peter going up, and then you got Lonnie. Lonnie going down, and both of them are making sacrifices for family in a way. But Peter's in a positive, and Lonnie's in a negative. Lonnie took the place of his brother in that gang. And so now he's sacrificing a career. Possibly he could have been in the NFL. He had the talent, the skills to be part of this gang. But at the same time, he's also gaining respect and also moving up in the ranks and also getting his own code name, Tombstone, which we all know from the comic books. So in a way, both of them are. Peter's going this way, Lonnie's going that way. But something tell me in the end they're going to end up meeting. But when Lonnie rises, it's not going to be in the positive, and that's the sad part about it. Like, you see this kid who has all this potential and all this going down the toilet, making a sacrifice for his brother, who did a very dumb, stupid thing that happens to a lot of kids a lot of times. It's just like, oh man, and it's so sad because you really like Lonnie and you're rooting for him and you want him to succeed. And you see, even when he's like trying to like pay back Peter for helping him out get that A, and you realize he doesn't have the money for it, and the sacrifice he's making, it's just like, oh wow, oh, it's so sad. It's so sad. And I really do like how they make these characters so likable at the same time, because you really do care about them. You get emotionally invested in them. You want to see them succeed, but then you realize it's not going to happen. It's not going to end well. And they introduce you to a lot of different characters in here, sort of like this. We get sort of Rhino, but not really. Like this person who you got now. You have the big guy who I thought was going to be like Rhino, but that's not really Rhino. That's Rhino's father. And the girl, I thought they were doing a gender swap, but no, she's playing a unicorn. Like a little thing in here. They also show the chameleon in here as well too, but he's not the chameleon just yet. So yeah, I mean, we still got the whole Doc Connor situation going on, and I don't know where that's going to go. And also, Lonnie's girlfriend Pearl, she's a character in the comic books as well too. She has powers, and she starts out the same way as a swimmer, and she gets exposed to some kind of special toxic chemical water or something like that, and she gets like water power. She can bend water, also breathe on the water. She gets super strong. So is that going to happen here? I don't know. I don't know. The possibilities is insane, but I'm enjoying the little cameos and stuff like that too. Like I said, the homage to the comic books as well. Little Easter eggs here and there. Happy that Harry's on board that situation as well. And Harry's playing a different character than you usually see him play, but not because he's a different color, but he's like a social influencer this time. And usually Harry is like always played as the person who is playing second fiddle to Peter. Like this, because Norman lashes on to Peter really fast. You see how, because Peter's really smart. He relates to Peter a lot of ways. He kind of sees himself in Peter, and he kind of took Peter on as almost like a second son, but he kind of made Peter his first son. And you also got Harry, who's best friends with Peter, is kind of envious of Peter a little bit too, but also loves his friendship he has with Peter because Peter almost like a brother to him, but also mad at his father for kind of ignoring him. And you see him kind of almost in a way kind of compete with Peter to try to get his father's attention. But that turns into that's a whole situation right there. Now, you don't see that happening right here, but it also shows signs of that a little bit as well, where he doesn't he doesn't know too much about it. He didn't know how old his son was, and so you can tell that there is some, I won't say tension there, but some neglect. Like, he's not always there for his son. He's not always paying attention to what his son's doing. He doesn't really care about the whole social media stuff, and so he doesn't really focus on his son's life. And his son, most of the time, because he grew up rich, is lonely, and so now he finally he has a friend with Peter. And at the same time, while Peter is gaining a friend, he's also possibly losing a friend with Nico, because it's like in the comic books, Peter does have friends outside being Spider-Man or superheroes, but they don't talk to him that much because Peter always abandons them. He always leaves them, or he says he's going to show up to a party, or he's going to do something for them. And then it comes to Spider-Man, he kind of forgets about it, or he shows up too late when it's already over, and then they lose stuff. And I can see that happening here with Nico, who thought for the first time Peter was actually reconnecting with her, with this movie, to take us to these movies, to a bad movie they enjoy together, something they enjoy together as friends. And then when he brought Harry in, first she thought he forgot about it. He wasn't going to show up. She accepted that one. She didn't like that. But then he did show up, and he brought in Harry. And they're like, oh, Peter, you messed up. But at the same time, you understand what he's doing because Harry's lonely. And he's trying to be a good friend. At the same time, you're hurting another friend. That's just like, And what can she say? I don't want him here. And that's just a whole another ball of tension right there. So like this, that's just sad. But wow. But the twists and turns in here, what they do with the characters in here too. They introduce Matt Gargan as well too. A different take on the character as well. Now, like I said, I know who these characters are, but I'm trying to see are they going to get powers soon, or go in the direction they're going to go into? I don't know just yet, just right now, because that spider is still out there. Is it going to be able to get in Cindy Moon? Beats me. But I'm enjoying the storyline as well. Like even Amadeus Cho was in here. He becomes a Hulk. So is he gonna get powers? I don't know. Possibilities is insane. Because there's a lot of things to this show. It's familiar that we do know, but it's not following the same beats that we usually see them follow. So it is what makes it interesting and very fascinating, because I don't know where this is going to go. I mean, I never thought that I'll see a Norman Osborn. Well, that's not true. It happened in comics for a little bit, and Peter went a little bit off. He was working to start Norman for a while. But but seeing it here is like totally different. It's a whole different world. But I'm enjoying it. Animation as well. There's action scenes in here I really enjoy as well too. I thought it was a little bit funny at times, where because now I understand why they didn't do it. It probably maybe too violent, because it was a whole gang war situation, and nobody brought any weapons. So like nobody brought any guns or anything like that too, or knives or something. I mean, this is New York, this is America. Everybody got a gun, so I just not seeing anybody with people with guns here. It was kind of weird. But other than that, I still enjoyed it. I had fun watching too. And also Dr. Octopus got introduced in here as well. Almost forgot about him. And the funny part is though, when I saw people with the tech and people using tech to get powers, and somebody's making it for them, my mind I already knew it was the Tinkerer. I thought it was a Tinkerer. I said I knew who this is. High five to everybody. Give me my A+. It's the Tinkerer, and let's do this. And with Dr. Octopus, I said, whoa! I didn't see that one coming, because Dr. Octopus, even though they do show it in here, think something like this is beneath them. Making technology for other people? Oh my God! For not for other people, dumb people too, dumb criminals. Oh, he would hate that. I mean, he does hate that here as well. But wow, I would never thought him. I thought for sure it was the Tinkerer. I would have put money on it. I would have lost a lot, but still, wow. You see that one coming. But also at the same time, it was pretty much telling us the whole time with the two O's, and all of this. I thought it was like an affinity symbol. I ain't know. So wrong on that one. But other than that, enjoying the show. Leave comments down below. Let me know what you thought of this episode of Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. If you haven't watched it, check it out for yourself. Hopefully you're watching, you enjoy having watching it too. So give my channel a like, hit the thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel and share. I really do appreciate it. Also, links down below. Connect to my social media. You want to follow me there, I really do appreciate it. Also to my stores, about something with shirts and socks, and else and whatnot. See some stuff about stuff. I really would appreciate it. Like I always say, in my dreams and real life, I am the Ninja Rabbit. Peace out, people.